A man already facing charges in connection with a deadly fentanyl sale is now accused in 2 more deaths in Chatham County.
Michael Eden has now been indicted in connection with the deaths of Thomas Sweeney in 2021 and Christopher Priest in 2024. Eden faces felony murder charges in both cases. The new indictments come just days after Eden was charged with murder and aggravated involuntary manslaughter in the death of Taylor Williams.
That aggravated involuntary manslaughter charge is tied to a Georgia law that took effect in 2024, giving prosecutors another tool to hold fentanyl dealers accountable when a sale results in death.
WSAV's Isley Herschel spoke with the father who pushed for that law and has his reaction to seeing it used in Chatham County.
Gus Walters lost his son Austin in 2021 when Austin took a Xanax pill laced with fentanyl and overdosed. At that time, laws weren't strict enough to prosecute the person who sold the drugs, resulting in a death. Spurred by his grief and what he calls a lack of justice, Austin's dad took action.
He was a very outgoing, affable kind of person. He loved being around people. He loved the outdoors.
After his passing, Walters went to authorities with information on the drug dealer.
Basically came back to us and said, we're really sorry, but we don't have any grounds to arrest him and prosecute him for anything more than a misdemeanor.
After that, Walters spent years working to get a law passed that held drug dealers accountable for the deaths of people who purchased fentanyl-laced drugs from them. The law, named for his son Austin, went into effect in 2024, paving the way for dealers who met the criteria to be prosecuted with aggravated involuntary manslaughter.
The elements of that basically would be that fentanyl was present, that fentanyl was directly responsible or attributed to the cause of that death, and that they knew, or it was more than likely that they knew, that substance had fentanyl in it.
Michael Sarhat is the director of the Chatham-Savannah narcotics team. He says under the law, the drugs had to be obtained through a distribution or sale, adding that it states the government does not have to prove any intent to pursue this charge.
You've got these drug dealers out there that really don't care one way or the other whether somebody ends up dying or not. It's all about greed and product, and so this allows us to go after them.
But it also makes me feel good that we're taking that individual off the street and that person is not going to be allowed to continue to probably, change other people's lives with loss of loved ones.
The Chatham-Savannah narcotics team has resources for those who have lost a loved one to fentanyl and for the community in general. More information on that can be found on our website, WSAV.com. Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3, on your side.
A Carlton County